Guys, this is the first commentary I'm doing on my channel, so if there's anything that you can help me with, I would greatly appreciate it. And I decided to have this commentary with the battle I had with MC Mob Hunter. So let's get the battle started. At the time, I had forgotten this was a double battle, but it doesn't matter. It still was a very good battle. And I decided to go with my Black Kyurem and Scolipede leading, and he leads with his Scizor and Charizard. Once I saw that Charizard, I immediately swapped my Scolipede with my Melodic. That way I can have something to resist his Charizard, which I knew was going to use a Fire-type move. And he Mega Rings into Charizard X, which I didn't expect. I expected it to be a Scizor that Mega Rings, but it doesn't really matter. And he goes for a Blast Burn on my Melodic, which was supposed to be my Scolipede, like I predicted him using Fire move. But I'm resistant, so it's okay. I go for a Fusion Bolt on his Charizard because I didn't think he was going to Mega Ring it. That way I could have had a super effectiveness on it. But it doesn't matter now. And he goes for an Iron Hit on my Melodic with a Scizor with the critical. But Melodic solves it, of course. And since he has to recharge, I can go first with my Dragon Claw and take him out. And then my Melodic goes for Scold on his Scizor, which does decent damage. It does an okay, really. Well, it does good amount of damage. I think the damage it does. He goes for an X Scissor on my Melodic, that way he gets a stab. Almost takes me out, survival 14 HP, but that's okay. He goes for a Sylveon to counter my Kyurem, so I immediately take Kyurem back and send back out Scolipede to counter that. Seeing as Melodic is my fastest without my Scolipede going to boost, I go for a Rest. That way I can fully heal my Melodic. He goes for an X Scissor again on my Melodic, that way he has a stab, and could have took him out, but no. He goes for a Moonblast with a Sylveon on my, what should have been Kyurem, but it's not Scolipede. Lowers my special attack, but doesn't really matter, not a special attack. And I get my health regenerated with a Black Sludge, which is pretty much leftovers, poison type. He takes back his Sylveon, that way he doesn't get attacked, and he goes into his Tyrannosaurus Ruby. I go for Toxic Swipe, that way I can have a Hazard up, seeing that he didn't have any Rapid Spinners. Melodic is Sleep, I use Sleep Talk. Get an Ice Beam on Scizor, which I would have rather had a Scold, or that Ice Beam on his Tyrannosaurus, but it's okay. His Scizor goes for a Roost, so cancel out my whatever I did from there, which wasn't much, but still. Black Sludge heals my Scolipede again, and the speed boost. And I'm going to decide to swap because I did not want that Tyrannosaurus to take out my Scolipede, because I would need it later. I decided to go into my Togekiss, that way I could resist a Genie Dragon Boost he might have, and I could have a super effective move on him. I go for another Sleep Talk with Melodic, and I use a Scold on Scizor, so that's good. I could have that the first time too, but it's okay. He goes for another X Scizor on my Melodic, that way he has a stab. Good amount of damage, and Tyrannosaurus goes for a Head Smash on my Togekiss, which takes him out immediately because of that super effectiveness, which sucks. He got his recoil damage, but his berry fills him back up. I decided to go into Swampert, so I can have a super effectiveness on his Ruby, or Tyrannosaurus. And I knew my Melodic was going to wake up that turn, so I used another Rest, giving me back to full HP. Scizor uses a Roost to get his HP back. Ruby goes for another Head Smash on my Swampert, which surprised me that he actually got a hit twice on that with a critical. I thought that move was actually low accuracy, but it's okay. My Hydro Pump misses on Ruby, which sucks again, but it's alright. Melodic uses Sleep Talk and uses Rest, of all things. Uses another X Scissor, getting a critical which was really bad. He goes for a Giga Impact on my Swampert. Does good damage on me, but I still survive. And I go for a Hammer Arm on Scizor, thinking it would do more damage than it did, but it's okay. My speed failed, but doesn't really matter. I was already the slowest Pokemon on there. I'm using another Sleep Talk on Melodic, like I should, and getting another rest, second time in a row, which really sucked. He goes for an X-Scissor on my Melodic again, nearly taking me out with 10 HP, and since trying to use that Giga Impact, he was reaching. And my Hydro Pump hits this time, taking that Tyrantrum, which is excellent. He goes into Sub-Zero, his Abby Snow, which I saw could be a pretty big threat. So, yeah. Luckily, my Melodic woke up. Well, of course, I knew my Melodic was waking up that turn, so I used Rest again. And luckily, his Scizor did attack my Swampert instead of my Melodic. And I'm glad he didn't have Bullet Punch, or I would have really been screwed there. And he takes out my Swampert, which is okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. I decided to go into, oh no, he uses the Energy Ball. Wait, forgot about that, sorry. On my Melodic, but I take it. And that was a critical. So if it wasn't even critical, I would have took it perfectly fine. Everybody gets hit by the hill that Abby Snow put in there, and he gets hurt by that Toxic Spikes poison. I decided to go into Dragonite, even though Dragonite is a Dragon type. Week 2, his Abby Snow, I have Fire Punch on there, which I knew would take him out. Melodic still asleep. I use another Sleep Talk, of course. And I use Rest once again, which is really bad luck on my part. He uses Roost to get him back to full HP. Dragonite's blocked by Snow, so is Melodic, and so is Scizor, but that's fine because my leftovers will heal back my Dragonite back to full HP, so I'm perfectly fine with that. He sends out his Sylveon to counter my Dragonite, but I'm not really worried about it, so I keep him in, and he gets the poison from my Toxic Spikes. I go for Fire Punch on Scizor because of the super effectiveness, take him out. That's really good. That's really good right there. Melodic still asleep. Again, Sleep Talk. And I actually do get a move this time. Get an Ice Beam. I would rather have Scold. I would rather have Stab, but doesn't really matter. Still good. I hit a move. He goes for Moonblast on Dragonite, which is predictable, but since my Dragonite is Marvel scaled, half that damage, so I wasn't worried about it. So everybody gets hit by the hill, and my Melodic almost getting taken out again. Leftovers heals a little bit on my Dragonite, and Sylveon gets hurt by that poison. He sent out his Melodic, which is very excellent. I still like Melodic, whether it's on either team, but he's poison. I go for a Fire Punch on Sylveon, thinking it would do more damage than it did. It didn't, but that's okay. He goes for his Citrus Berry on his Sylveon, which restores his health, and Melodic wakes up, like I predict, and rests once again. Now Melodic's back at full HP. Melodic uses Hydro Pump on Dragonite, but it misses, luckily. He goes for Dazzling Gleam, which is pretty lucky. If you would have went for a Moonblast on my Dragonite, it would have definitely taken him out. Everybody's hit by the hill. Doing a little bit of damage to everybody. Dragonite has his leftovers, but it's not going to do much, seeing as only has 7 HP, probably 16. Melodic and Sylveon get hurt by the poison, which is a big help. Make sure they get their HP down a little bit. I decided to take back Dragonite when I should have probably used another Fire Punch on Sylveon, but I didn't think about it at the time. So I sent out Scolipede that way I have super effectiveness and it'll be able and ensure that I'll be able to take out Sylveon with a one hit. Melodic, once again, using rest, which is really bad luck on my part. Melodic goes for Hypnosis on Scolipede, which kind of sucks because I was going to use a Poison Jab on Sylveon, but it's perfectly fine. Goes for Dazzling Gleam, that way he can get the stab and have 2 hitting moves, that way he damages both of us. Not very effective on Scolipede, but it does need to damage Melodic, so it doesn't really matter. My Black Sludge once again healing me, while the Poisons is hurting me. Sylveon's almost done in purple red. I'm still asleep on Scolipede, so can't do much here. And hope that Melodic doesn't use rest again with my Sleep Talk. Which he does. But it's perfectly fine. Melodic is an amazing Pokemon. His Melodic uses Hydro Pump and misses. So that's good. He uses Moonblast on my Melodic, lowering my special attack, but I'm competitive, so it raises my special attack back again. So, did nothing there. HP's healing on Scolipede again. Melodic's getting hurt by poison, and so is Sylveon. Sylveon's almost done, and I have my speed boost for my Scolipede. Scolipede is still asleep though, so not sure when he wakes up, but I do have my in-tuneness with my Melodic. So again, another rest predicting when he's going to wake up. Melodic becomes healthy once again. His Melodic uses Recover, which is perfectly fine. Sylveon uses another Moonblast on my Melodic once again. It's a critical hit, but I could take it perfectly fine. Everybody gets hurt by the poison and takes out Sylveon. Now I just have his Melodic. Scolipede gets his speed boost. And Scolipede wakes up finally. I get my Poison Jab on Melodic. That way I have a stab. Does good damage because of that critical. He does have a berry, but that's still fine. Melodic's still asleep, but that's understandable. He's in rest. I use another Sleep Talk, hopefully not getting a rest this time, and I don't. I get a Skull. But even though it's not very effective against him, I still have a stab, so it doesn't matter to me. He uses another Hypnosis and luckily misses Scolipede. Black Sludge healing me once again. The poison lowering his health. So almost take him out. Speed boost on Scolipede, which doesn't matter really anymore. I'm faster than everything on the field. Another Poison Jab with a stab. So it takes out his Melodic. And that ends the game. I mean the match. MC Hammer MC Mob Hunter was a very good battle. I love battling with him because it challenges me at the same time. So yeah, this is a good battle. If there's anything that y'all can help me with on my commentary, I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope to continue doing my commentary and hopefully have up more videos than I did this last week. Sorry about that, but hey, stuff came up and I had to do it. So yeah, I apologize for that, but I will have more videos up soon. So yeah.